Hello. Just wanted to post a little update here and say that I've got reviews for Sing and Sing 2 original scores by Talbot coming up, as well as a review of The Banshees of Inisherin by Carter Burwell. But before I get to those, Gotham Knights, which just released the past Friday on the PlayStation 5. I don't own a PlayStation 5, so I'm only going off of like gameplay that I've seen, but what I have experienced from start to finish is nearly 2-hour long soundtrack by The Flight and Joris de Man. De Man I know from listening to his work on Killzone 2, which is a fantastic soundtrack. So how does Gotham Knights fare? Well, for the most part it's pretty good. It has a little bit of a rocky start with the main title theme, which, let's be honest, there isn't much of a theme here. It's kind of very incidental and rhythmic and of the moment, and it doesn't really snap into place like it should do. You're not going to hear something like Danny Elfman's Batman here, or even Elliot Goldenthal's Batman Forever. But for the most part, this is a pretty good effort. I would like to single out Bones of the City, Battleground and Batman Had a Code. In Battleground, you'll notice Joris de Man's metallic percussion and brass, which is very reminiscent of his work on Killzone 2, which, as I said before, is a great score and you should definitely check out. You can hear the whole thing on YouTube, it's fantastic. Gotham Knights chugs along pretty well. There's a very insane but fun version of Living La Vida Loca, which goes on for about 5 minutes, and it's kind of on the edge of being too much, but it just holds together, and it's quite metal, and it works quite well. What doesn't work later in the album, unfortunately, is a techno version of Peter Gunn, which was Henry Mancini's famous theme. That is terrible, much like the techno version of Ride of the Valkyries from The Running Man, which was Harold Faltermeyer's score from the 1980s. And in fact the last 20 tracks or so of Gotham Knights falls into more of the remote control Hans Zimmer, very safe, rhythmic, percussive pound, pound, pound that we've just heard a million blinking times, and it just needs to be done with. But overall, at least for the first hour or so, barring the main title theme, Gotham Knights delivers on some quite, I wouldn't say necessarily thrilling, but engaging material. And it does offer some replay value. I don't know if it would go past a second or even a third listen, but that remains to be seen. Once, of course, you cast off the last 20 tracks, so in the very first track, and you're left with, you know, a good hour or so of material. But overall, I think The Flight and Joris de Man did quite well on this. They were trying to apply their own ideas. I quite liked it. I wouldn't say it's the best video game score of the year. Right now, there's only one contender for that throne, and that's V Rising. So for right now, Gotham Knights has had a bit of a mixed reception from gamers and critics alike. It's not setting the gaming world alight. Different reasons for that. The grind, you know, something to do with the main plot line, which is a little bit irksome. But, you know, in terms of the soundtrack, it's pretty decent. Yeah, not bad. Water Tower have done well to release this. I would give Gotham Knights by The Flight and Joris de Man 3 out of 5 stars. Some good material. It definitely overstays its welcome with the last 20 or so tracks. Main title theme, not great, but pretty good effort overall. For more film and soundtrack reviews, please visit Betty Jo Tucker's website, Real Talk Movie Reviews. On Facebook you can find my pages, Hip-Notic Movie Reviews and Hip-Notic Soundtrack Reviews. I am Richard Jack Smith, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.